Over 2 million drivers could face massive penalties this year, and some reports claim fines could reach $10,000 for certain violations. Even more surprising, many drivers are being caught by automatic cameras and smart road systems before they even realise they broke a rule. Starting April 1st, stricter enforcement is rolling out across UK roads, and police are already actively monitoring traffic with advanced surveillance technology. Small mistakes, things drivers do every single day without thinking, could suddenly lead to huge fines. So what exactly are drivers doing wrong, and why are authorities warning that millions could be at risk if they don't change their habits immediately? Stay with us, because the 10 reasons we're about to reveal might surprise you, and one of them could save you thousands. Number 10. Driving without a valid license or ignoring penalty points. One of the most overlooked reasons drivers end up facing massive fines is driving without a valid license or ignoring the penalty points already on their record. Many people assume that once they receive a few points, it's not a big deal, but the reality is very different. Traffic authorities closely track every violation, and once drivers reach the legal limit of penalty points, they can face serious consequences, including huge fines, license suspension, or even a driving ban. Recent traffic safety reports show that thousands of drivers continue to drive even after their licenses have been suspended or expired. With today's automatic number plate recognition cameras, ANPR, and digital databases, police can instantly identify vehicles connected to drivers who are not legally allowed to drive. In some cases, drivers are pulled over within minutes because the system already flagged their vehicle. What makes this situation worse is that many drivers simply forget to check their license status or accumulated points. Over time, small violations like speeding tickets, phone usage, or parking offences can slowly add up. Before they realise it, they have crossed the threshold that could lead to severe financial penalties or losing their driving privileges entirely. To avoid this, it's essential to regularly check your driving record, keep track of your penalty points, and make sure your licence is always valid and updated. Staying informed about your driving status can save you from costly mistakes and help you stay safely on the road. Before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these driving mistakes surprised you the most? We spend hours researching and creating videos like this to keep you informed and safe. So please subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, but it helps us continue making valuable videos for you. Number 9. Running red lights. Another major reason drivers are facing massive fines and strict penalties is something many people unfortunately do when they're in a hurry: running a red light. It might seem like a small mistake, especially when the light has just turned red, but traffic authorities treat this as one of the most dangerous violations on the road. In fact, many serious accidents happen at intersections because a driver decides to speed through a red signal instead of stopping. Modern cities across the UK are now equipped with advanced red light cameras that automatically detect vehicles crossing the line after the signal turns red. These cameras don't just capture a single photo. They often record multiple images and timestamps, clearly showing the violation. This evidence is then automatically processed. And the penalty notice is sent directly to the driver. Road safety studies have repeatedly shown that running red lights dramatically increases the risk of side impact crashes, which are often more severe than other types of collisions. Because of this, authorities have increased surveillance and enforcement around busy intersections and high-risk areas. The safest habit is simple: slow down as you approach traffic lights, especially when the signal turns yellow. Many drivers make the mistake of accelerating to beat the light, but that split-second decision can lead to serious fines, penalty points, and dangerous accidents. By being patient and following traffic signals carefully, you're not just avoiding a penalty, you're also protecting yourself, your passengers, and everyone else on the road. Now, quick question for you. Have you ever seen someone run a red light right in front of you? Tell us your experience in the comments. We read every single one. And if this video helped you, subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, but it supports the hours of work we put into creating these videos for you. Number 8. Driving in bus lanes. During restricted hours, many drivers believe that bus lanes are only active during rush hour, and outside those times they're free to use. But this assumption is one of the most common reasons drivers receive unexpected fines. Across many UK cities, bus lanes are monitored by high-definition traffic cameras that operate almost constantly, automatically detecting vehicles that enter the lane during restricted hours. The tricky part is that the rules for bus lanes can vary depending on the location and time of day. Some lanes are restricted only during morning and evening traffic, while others are active for most of the day. Unfortunately, many drivers either miss the road signs or assume the rule doesn't apply at that moment. The moment a vehicle crosses into the lane illegally, the camera captures the license plate and the system automatically issues a penalty notice. Transport studies have shown that bus lanes help keep public transportation moving efficiently, especially during heavy traffic periods. When regular vehicles block these lanes, buses slow down, delays increase, and thousands of commuters can be affected. Because of this, authorities enforce these rules very strictly. The best way to avoid this mistake is to always check the signs posted near bus lanes before entering them. These signs clearly display the operating hours and restrictions. If you're ever unsure, it's safer to stay in the regular traffic lane. A few seconds of caution can help you avoid costly fines, penalty points, and unnecessary stress. Now we're curious. Have you ever accidentally driven in a bus lane without realising it? Share your story in the comments below. We put a lot of time and research into videos like this, so if you found it helpful, please subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, but it helps us keep bringing you valuable content. Number 7. Illegal parking or blocking critical roads. Another surprisingly common reason drivers receive heavy penalties is illegal parking, especially in areas that block traffic flow or emergency access. Many drivers think stopping just for a minute isn't a big deal, but in reality, parking in restricted zones, bus stops, pedestrian crossings or emergency lanes can quickly lead to serious fines and enforcement action. Cities across the UK are now using smart parking cameras and automated enforcement vehicles that constantly scan the streets. These systems automatically record vehicles that are parked where they shouldn't be. In many cases, drivers don't even see an officer nearby because the camera system itself captures the violation, and the penalty notice is later sent directly to the registered vehicle owner. Our safety experts say illegal parking can create dangerous blind spots, block emergency vehicles, and slow down traffic during already busy hours. For example, when a vehicle stops in front of a junction or pedestrian crossing, it becomes much harder for other drivers and pedestrians to see clearly. This increases the risk of collisions and accidents, especially in crowded urban areas. To avoid this problem, always check the road markings, parking signs, and restrictions before leaving your car. Even if you're in a hurry, taking a few extra seconds to park legally can save you from expensive penalties and unnecessary trouble. Responsible parking doesn't just protect your wallet, it also keeps the roads safer and smoother for everyone. We'd love to know, what's the worst parking mistake you've ever seen someone make on the road? Share your story in the comments. We put a lot of effort into researching and creating videos like this, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it really helps us keep making helpful content for you. Number 6. Driving without proper insurance. One of the fastest ways drivers end up facing serious penalties and massive fines is by driving without valid car insurance. Many people assume this only happens when someone intentionally avoids buying insurance. But the truth is that it often happens because of expired policies, missed payments, or outdated information. Today, police across the UK use powerful systems called automatic number plate recognition (ANPR) cameras. These cameras instantly scan license plates and compare them with national insurance databases. If the system detects that a vehicle does not have valid insurance, the alert goes directly to nearby officers who can pull the driver over within minutes. Authorities take this violation very seriously because uninsured drivers create huge risks for everyone on the road. If an accident occurs and the driver responsible has no insurance, victims can be left facing expensive repairs and medical costs without proper compensation. That's why enforcement has become stricter and more technologically advanced. What surprises many drivers is that sometimes the issue happens without them realizing it. For example, a policy might lapse because of a failed payment, or the insurance details might not match the vehicle information correctly. This simple oversight can suddenly turn into a major legal problem. The safest habit is to regularly check that your insurance policy is active, accurate, and up to date. Make sure your payments are current and that your vehicle details are correct. Taking a few minutes to confirm your coverage can protect you from heavy fines, legal trouble, and unnecessary stress. Let's hear from you. Have you ever been stopped by police for a random vehicle check? Tell us what happened in the comments below. And if you appreciate the effort behind videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it helps us keep creating useful content for you. Number 5. Dangerous tailgating. Tailgating might seem like a minor driving habit, but authorities consider it one of the most dangerous behaviours on the road. Tailgating happens when a driver follows the vehicle in front of them too closely, leaving very little time to react if the car ahead suddenly brakes. Many drivers do this out of frustration during heavy traffic, but the consequences can be extremely serious. Road safety studies show that rear-end collisions are among the most common types of accidents, and tailgating is a major cause. When drivers don't maintain enough distance, even a small unexpected stop can turn into a costly crash within seconds. Because of this, traffic enforcement teams are paying closer attention to aggressive driving behaviours like this. Police patrols and highway monitoring systems are increasingly identifying drivers who drive aggressively or pressure other vehicles by following too closely. In some cases, officers observe this behaviour directly and issue fines on the spot. In others, traffic cameras and monitoring systems help identify dangerous patterns of driving. The safest approach is to follow the 2-second rule. This means keeping at least 2 seconds of distance between your car and the vehicle in front of you. In bad weather or heavy traffic, experts recommend increasing that distance even more. Maintaining proper space gives you the time you need to react safely, preventing accidents and keeping everyone on the road safer. Remember, driving patiently isn't just about avoiding fines. It's about protecting your life and the lives of others. But now, we want to know your opinion. What driving habit annoys you the most on the road? Let us know in the comments. We spend hours researching and creating videos like this, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it truly supports the work we do. Number 4. Ignoring the red X lane. Closure sign. One mistake that many drivers still don't fully understand is ignoring the red X lane closure sign on smart motorways. At first glance, it might seem harmless to continue driving in that lane for a few more seconds, especially if traffic looks clear. But in reality, driving under a red X signal is considered a serious traffic violation and can lead to heavy fines and penalty points. The red X sign means the lane ahead is completely closed to traffic. This could be because of a broken down vehicle, road maintenance, debris on the road, or even emergency services working ahead. When drivers ignore this warning and continue using the lane, they put themselves and others in extreme danger, especially workers or stranded drivers who may be just around the corner. Modern smart motorway cameras are designed to detect vehicles that drive under these red X signals. Once the camera captures the violation, the system records the vehicle's plate number and automatically processes the penalty. Many drivers are surprised when they later receive a fine, simply because they thought the sign wasn't important or assumed the road ahead was clear. To stay safe and avoid penalties, always treat a red X sign as a strict stop for that lane. As soon as you see it, carefully move into an open lane as soon as it is safe to do so. Paying attention to these signals doesn't just help you avoid fines. It protects road workers, emergency responders, and fellow drivers. Let's hear from you. Have you ever seen drivers ignore important road signs like the red X? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. We spend hours researching and producing videos like this, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it truly helps support the work we do. Number 3. Speeding in smart motorway zones. One of the most common reasons drivers receive unexpected traffic fines is speeding in smart motorway zones. Unlike traditional highways with fixed speed limits, smart motorways use variable speed limits that change depending on traffic conditions, weather, or road incidents. Many drivers make the mistake of assuming the speed limit is always the same as the standard motorway limit, but these roads are constantly monitored by advanced digital systems and speed cameras. The purpose of these changing speed limits is actually to improve traffic flow and reduce accidents. When congestion builds up ahead or an incident occurs, the system automatically lowers the speed limit to prevent sudden braking and dangerous traffic jams. However, if drivers ignore these updated speed signs and continue driving at the higher speed, cameras immediately detect the violation. What makes this tricky is that the speed limits can change very quickly, and some drivers fail to notice the updated signs above the lanes. The digital signs placed across the motorway display the current legal speed, and those numbers must always be followed, even if they seem slower than usual. Traffic studies have shown that these systems significantly reduce accidents when drivers obey the limits. The key to avoiding penalties is simple. Always pay close attention to the electronic signs above the road and adjust your speed immediately when the limit changes. Staying alert to these signals helps you avoid fines and makes the motorway safer for everyone. We're curious. Have you ever been surprised by a speed camera on a smart motorway? Share your experience in the comments below. We put a lot of effort into researching and creating videos like this, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it truly helps support our work. Number 2. Failing vehicle. Emission rules in clean air zones. Another reason many drivers are suddenly facing serious penalties is failing to follow the rules in clean air zones and low emission zones. Cities across the UK have introduced strict environmental regulations designed to reduce air pollution and harmful vehicle emissions. While these rules aim to improve public health, many drivers are still unaware that their vehicles may not meet the required emission standards. These zones use automatic cameras that scan license plates as vehicles enter certain city areas. The system instantly checks whether the vehicle meets the approved emission requirements. If the car does not qualify and the driver hasn't paid the required charge, a penalty notice can be issued automatically. The challenge is that many drivers assume their vehicle is compliant simply because it runs well or passed a regular inspection. However, emission rules are based on specific environmental standards, not just the condition of the vehicle. Older diesel or petrol cars are often the most affected, and entering restricted zones without checking can lead to unexpected fines. Environmental studies show that traffic emissions are one of the largest contributors to urban air pollution, which is why governments are enforcing these rules more aggressively. For drivers, the best approach is to check whether their vehicle meets clean air zone requirements before entering restricted areas. Taking a few minutes to verify your vehicle's eligibility online can help you avoid penalties, reduce pollution, and drive responsibly in modern city environments. Now, tell us in the comments, did you already know about clean air zones, or is this the first time you're hearing about them? We genuinely read your experiences. We put a lot of time and research into making these videos for you, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it helps us keep bringing you valuable content. Number 1. Using a mobile phone while driving. The number one reason drivers are being fined heavily is something that millions of people still do every day without thinking: using a mobile phone while driving. Whether it's checking a message, answering a quick call, or looking at navigation for just a few seconds, this small distraction can have serious consequences on the road. Research from road safety organisations shows that when drivers look at their phones, their reaction time becomes significantly slower. In fact, some studies suggest that distracted driving can be as dangerous as driving under the influence of alcohol. When your attention shifts from the road to a screen, even for a moment, you may miss sudden braking, pedestrians crossing, or changes in traffic signals. Because of this growing risk, human authorities have increased enforcement using roadside patrols, surveillance cameras, and AI-based traffic monitoring systems. These technologies can detect when a driver is holding a phone while driving. Once recorded, the violation can lead to heavy fines, penalty points, and even license suspension in serious cases. What makes this rule challenging is that many drivers believe they are safe if they only use the phone for a few seconds. But on a busy road, a few seconds of distraction can mean travelling dozens of metres without fully watching the road. The safest solution is simple: keep your phone completely out of your hands while driving. Use approved hands-free systems, set navigation before starting the journey, and stay focused on the road. Before you leave, we want to hear from you. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen a driver do with their phone on the road? Share your story in the comments. We spend hours researching and creating videos like this, so please subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, but it truly helps support the work we do. As you can see, many drivers receive serious fines and penalties, not because they intentionally break the law, but because they simply aren't aware of how strict modern road enforcement has become. With today's smart motorways, AI-powered cameras, and automatic number plate recognition systems, even small mistakes can be detected instantly. What used to go unnoticed years ago is now being monitored by advanced technology operating 24 hours a day. The truth is, most of these violations come from everyday habits that drivers have developed over time. Things like quickly checking a phone, driving slightly over a changing speed limit, or accidentally entering a restricted lane might seem harmless in the moment. But when combined with modern enforcement systems, those small actions can quickly turn into costly fines, penalty points, or even losing your driving privileges. That's why awareness is more important than ever. By understanding the 10 common reasons drivers are getting fined, you can take simple steps to protect yourself. Pay attention to road signs, stay focused behind the wheel, keep your vehicle documents updated, and always follow the latest driving rules. These small habits can help you avoid unnecessary trouble and make the roads safer for everyone around you. Driving responsibly isn't just about avoiding penalties. It's about protecting your safety, your passengers, and other road users. A few extra seconds of caution can prevent accidents, save money, and give you peace of mind every time you get behind the wheel. Finally, remember that traffic laws and enforcement policies may change over time and vary depending on location. Always check official government sources or local authorities to stay updated on the latest road safety regulations. Stay informed, drive smart, and most importantly, stay safe on the road.